Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another insightful episode of our podcast. I am Jennifer, and as always, we are excited to help you improve your English while we explore a topic that is highly relevant in today's world.
And I am Elizabeth. That is right, Jennifer. Today's topic is one that many parents, educators, and even children themselves are thinking about these days. We are going to discuss whether children should use smartphones without parental supervision.
Yes, this is a topic that affects families all over the world. With the rise of smartphones and the internet, children today have more access to technology than ever before. But with that access comes a lot of responsibility and also a lot of concerns. Should children be allowed to use smartphones on their own, or should parents always supervise their phone use?
Exactly. Smartphones can be incredibly useful for learning, communication, and entertainment, but they also come with risks, especially for young users. Today, we are going to explore both sides of the argument. We will look at the benefits of children using smartphones independently, as well as the potential dangers and why some believe parental supervision is necessary.
And of course, as always, we will introduce some useful vocabulary and phrases to help you improve your English skills as we discuss this important issue. So, whether you are a parent, a teacher, or a student, this episode will give you valuable insights into the topic of children and smartphones.
That is right. So, let us start by looking at the potential benefits of children using smartphones without parental supervision. Jennifer, why do you think some people believe it is a good idea for children to have access to smartphones on their own?
Well, Elizabeth, one of the main reasons people support children using smartphones independently is that it gives them a sense of freedom and responsibility. Smartphones are a part of everyday life now, and many people believe that children should learn how to use them responsibly from an early age. By allowing children to use smartphones without constant supervision, parents can help them develop important skills like time management, self-discipline, and decision-making.
That is a great point, Jennifer. In today's digital world, knowing how to use a smartphone is almost like knowing how to drive a car. It is a skill that children will need as they grow up, and using smartphones independently can help them become more confident and capable with technology.
Exactly. And another benefit of smartphones is that they can be a great tool for learning. There are so many educational apps, games, and videos available that can help children develop new skills, learn about different subjects, and even explore their creativity. When children have the freedom to explore these resources on their own, they can become more independent learners.
That is a very good point. Smartphones can open up a world of knowledge for children. They can access information on almost any topic, which can spark their curiosity and encourage them to learn new things. And because smartphones are so versatile, children can use them to practice reading, math, science, and even art.
Yes, the educational potential of smartphones is huge. And beyond education, smartphones can also help children stay connected with friends and family. In today's world, many children use messaging apps and social media to communicate with their peers, and having access to a smartphone can help them build and maintain relationships.
That is another great point. Communication is a key part of growing up, and smartphones can help children stay in touch with their friends, especially if they live far away or do not see each other outside of school. It also allows children to communicate with their parents when they are not together, which can be very helpful for safety and coordination.
Yes, smartphones can be a valuable tool for both communication and safety. Many parents feel more comfortable knowing that their child has a phone with them in case of an emergency. If something happens, the child can quickly contact their parents or emergency services. This can provide peace of mind for both the child and the parents.
Exactly. So, as we can see, there are many benefits to children using smartphones without parental supervision. Can help them develop independence, enhance their learning, improve their communication skills, and even provide a sense of safety. But of course, there are also some potential risks and dangers that come with unsupervised smartphone use.
Yes, that is true. While smartphones offer many benefits, they can also expose children to inappropriate content, cyberbullying, and online predators. These are some of the reasons why many parents feel that it is necessary to supervise their child's smartphone use.
That is right, Jennifer. One of the biggest concerns for parents is the risk of children being exposed to inappropriate content. The internet is full of information, and while much of it is educational and entertaining, there is also a lot of content that is not suitable for children. Without supervision, children might accidentally or intentionally come across videos, images, or websites that are inappropriate for their age.
Yes, and even though many apps and websites have filters to block inappropriate content, these filters are not always perfect. Children can still find ways to access content that they should not be seeing. This is one of the reasons why some parents prefer to supervise their child's smartphone use closely to make sure they are only accessing age-appropriate content.
That is a very important point, Jennifer. And beyond inappropriate content, another major concern is cyberbullying. Unfortunately, bullying is not just something that happens in schools or playgrounds anymore. It can happen online as well. Children who use social media or messaging apps without supervision might be more vulnerable to cyberbullying, where other children or even adults use the internet to harass, insult, or intimidate them.
Yes, cyberbullying can be a serious issue, and it is one that many parents worry about when their children use smartphones. Children may not always know how to handle online bullying or how to protect themselves from it. Without guidance from their parents, they might not feel comfortable telling anyone about the bullying, which can lead to serious emotional and psychological harm.
Exactly. And in addition to cyberbullying, there is also the risk of online predators. The internet can be a dangerous place for children, especially if they are using apps or websites that allow them to communicate with strangers. Some adults use the internet to target children, and without parental supervision, children might not realize that they are in a dangerous situation.
Yes, this is one of the biggest dangers of unsupervised smartphone use. Children may not fully understand the risks of talking to strangers online, and they may not know how to recognize warning signs. This is why many parents feel that it is necessary to closely monitor their child's online activities to protect them from potential harm.
That is right. And even if a child is not interacting with strangers, there are still other risks, such as spending too much time on their phones, which can lead to problems with sleep, attention, and even physical health. Some children may spend hours playing games or watching videos on their smartphones, which can interfere with their schoolwork, physical activity, and social interactions in real life.
Yes, screen time is a big concern for many parents. While smartphones can be a great tool for learning and entertainment, too much screen time can be harmful, especially for young children. Studies have shown that excessive use of smartphones can lead to problems like poor sleep, decreased attention span, and even physical issues like eye strain or poor posture.
Exactly. This is why many experts recommend setting limits on how much time children spend on their smartphones. Without parental supervision, children might be tempted to spend hours on their phones, which can have negative effects on their health and well-being.
Yes, and this brings us back to the central question of today's episode. Should children use smartphones without parental supervision? On the one hand, there are clear benefits to allowing children some independence with their phones. It can help them develop important skills, stay connected with friends, and access educational resources.
That is true, Jennifer. But on the other hand, there are also significant risks involved, including exposure to inappropriate content, cyberbullying, online predators, and the potential for excessive screen time. So, many parents feel that it is important to supervise their child's smartphone use to protect them from these dangers.
Yes, and I think that is why this question does not have a simple answer. It really depends on the child, the family, and the specific circumstances. Some children may be mature enough to handle the responsibility of using a smartphone on their own, while others might need more guidance and supervision.
That is a very good point. Every child is different, and what works for one family may not work for another. Some parents might feel comfortable allowing their child to use a smartphone independently, while others may prefer to set strict rules and supervise their child's phone use closely.
Exactly.
And it is not just about supervision, it is also about communication. Parents can play an important role in helping their children understand the risks of using smartphones and teaching them how to use technology responsibly. By having open conversations about online safety, privacy, and digital etiquette, parents can help their children navigate the digital world more safely and confidently.
That is a great point, Jennifer. Education is key. Even if parents decide to supervise their child's smartphone use, it is important to teach children how to recognize dangers, set boundaries, and make good decisions online. This way, they will be better prepared to use smartphones responsibly as they get older.
Yes, and this is where the balance comes in. Some parents may choose to gradually give their child more independence with their smartphone as they demonstrate responsibility and good decision-making. This can be a good way to teach children how to use technology safely while still providing the necessary supervision and support.
Exactly. It is all about finding the right balance between giving children independence and ensuring their safety. As parents, teachers, and caregivers, it is important to consider both the benefits and the risks of smartphone use, and to make decisions that are in the best interests of the child.
Yes, I completely agree. So, Elizabeth, after considering both sides of the argument, where do you stand on this issue? Do you think children should use smartphones without parental supervision?
That is a tough question, Jennifer. I think it really depends on the individual child. Some children may be ready for the responsibility, while others might need more guidance. Personally, I believe that parental supervision is important, especially for younger children, but as they grow older and more responsible, they can be given more independence.
I agree. I think it is important for parents to set boundaries and supervise their child's smartphone use, especially when they are younger. But at the same time, it is also important to gradually give children more responsibility and teach them how to use smartphones safely and responsibly on their own.
Yes, it is all about finding that balance. And as we have discussed today, there are many factors to consider, including the child's age, maturity level, and the specific risks they might face online.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, every family will need to make their own decision based on what is best for their child. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, but by being informed and proactive, parents can help their children use smartphones safely and responsibly.
That is right, Jennifer. And we hope that today's discussion has given our listeners some valuable insights into this important issue, as well as some useful vocabulary and phrases to help them talk about smartphones and technology in English.
Yes, we have covered a lot of ground today, from the benefits of smartphone use to the potential risks and the importance of parental supervision. We hope you found this episode both informative and helpful for improving your English skills.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And as always, we encourage you to practice using the new vocabulary and ideas from today's episode in your own conversations. Whether you are discussing smartphones, parenting, or any other topic, the key to improving your English is to keep practicing.
Absolutely. So, until next time, keep practicing your English, stay curious, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.